Hey there everybody, time to talk about a brand new controller. So a long time ago I picked up the original Elite controller that they came out with for the Xbox One. I love that controller. Good weight, good style, feels good in the hands, all the pieces and bits work well, and I still use it to this day. But then they released the Series 2, which is slightly more better. They made some improvements. Basically, they optimized it again, adjust the thumbstick's tension, and select the preferred thumbstick and D-pad, and then you have all the customization that you would want, and you can switch all your profiles on the fly. It's got a rechargeable battery, and it uses USB-C to recharge, which is great, and it's built for performance with hair trigger locks, and achieve a greater control with the paddles. So inside the box you get all this stuff. You get the Elite controller, 2 interchangeable D-pads, 6 interchangeable thumbsticks, 2 sets of paddles, a carrying case, the charging dock, thumbstick adjustment tool, and a USB-C cable. But regardless, we're going to get into this and take a quick look. It does definitely come with a price tag. This is $180, which is not cheapo. And except for those people that really want like a good quality controller and they want their controller to last, this is not just for like everybody. I don't know. I mean, I am certainly not a pro gamer in any way, shape, or form, but I certainly do appreciate the controllers because of how well they last and how well they're built. So inside we pull out the case for the controller itself, and underneath we've got a really heavy braided USB-C cable. These cables are great. I love the one that came with the original one. They're super freaking long and they last a good chunk of time. I still have mine, naturally. And inside here we've got the instructions, warranty information, and then a 14-day trial to Game Pass, I guess. I don't really need that, but you can stay in here. You know what? Here. Have a go at it. I don't know. Anyway. We can put all this back in here now. Because we really just want to take a look at this. You'll have to excuse my table. This is my model painting table, and it's seen an explosion recently. Inside we have the controller itself. We're going to just put that off to the side. Is that like a little felt thing on? Wow. Oh, dude, that's like magnetized into the actual case? That's crazy. That's insanity. Okay, and it comes with like a little felt liner. Is this supposed to be on here? Oh, this is just to protect it, I guess. Anyway, this is the charging dock. We can remove that. So it looks like you can use this to charge it. Plugs in through USB-C, and okay, it meshes with these points on the back of the controller. So the way that it sits is the taller part goes towards the bottom of the controller, and it sort of just slides in there and locks in place. It is actually magnetized to it as well, so if you're worried about it like falling off in movement or getting bumped, you don't really have to. Oh, the interesting thing is that as well as being magnetized into the carrying case, there's an actual pass-through for the USB-C cable with a convenient little plug cover that you can just run the cable right through there and just charge it inside the case. Just in case you ever just wanted to keep it all in the one box. And of course you have your interchangeable paddles, which looks like it comes with them already in there. Got your interchangeable D-pads, and here are the 4 other types of thumbsticks. Let's just go ahead and get all this stuff out. So the bits and pieces that you see inside the box You've got a short, really smooth thumbstick. You've got a short, very convex. You've got a short convex thumbstick. You get a long thumbstick with grip on the edges. And then you get another short, smooth thumbstick. And then, of course, this is the thumbstick tension tool. Already installed on the controller are two short thumbsticks with all the grip on the sides. And then you have this sort of D-pad circle, which is actually my preferred choice. I've always been using this one. I just like the way it feels a lot. And then, of course, you have your paddles. 2 sets of them, and they sort of just click in here and have little sort of recesses and magnets to keep them in place. So let's just go ahead and go over the controller. Overall, this thing feels great. I love the grips on the controller itself. It feels nice and smooth, and it's not going to slip out of my hand. And then I also noticed that there's grip on the actual triggers as well, which is kind of cool. It just helps you sort of locate them better, I guess. Then you have, of course, your left and right shoulder bumpers, wireless communication, the wonderful USB-C port, which is fantastic to see. You don't have to buy another battery for this, which I had to do for the other one. And on the front here, you've got your 2 thumbsticks as usual, your menu and your options button. This is your select button for the different mode that you're going to have. This light lights up which mode you're using. Looks like you have 3 different modes you can use. Of course, your face buttons. The nice thing that I like is the way that these actually look. Dude, these are like metal as hell. It's like a slightly darker gray metal that they're using, more like a gunmetal, and I really do appreciate that. On the back here, you've got, of course, the charging dock ports. This is your trigger buttons that get depressed by the triggers, and then, of course, these are your hair triggers. So normally you've got full travel, and then when you move this down, it goes halfway, move it down one more time, and it's even shorter. So you can even just, you can have them set like completely independently if you wanted to, which is really cool. Because in the previous one, this just had 2 options, now it has 3. So you want to pull that trigger even faster. And the nice thing about all the parts is that they are magnetic. And so all you have to do is just pull them out, swap in the pieces that you want, and you can basically just plug and play anytime that you need to. And a lot of people use things like this longer one here for better, like more precise aiming, because it sort of just gives you a little bit more travel. But my favorite setup, honestly, is 2 of the short textured thumbsticks and then this D-pad. And that's the way that I usually go. It's a great controller. I can't wait to use it. Again, I'm not a super pro gamer, but this is super appreciated. I needed to get this one as soon as I saw that it was in existence. I saw it on the counter and I'm just like, I have to buy it. So on the bottom here, it actually has your headphone jack and then an extra expansion port, which I would imagine is for the chat pads and other things that plug into the bottom of the controller, which I will certainly be doing. So I almost forgot to mention the tension tool. So when you have your thumbsticks off, get it to focus here, you'll see that there's a little indent here in the actual controller, and so that's what this tool is for. You put it in, and it just works like a screwdriver. Turn it either left or right to loosen or tighten, and it changes the movement feel for the actual thumbstick. So right now it's all the way to the left, and movement is fairly easy. There's not much tension on it whatsoever. And then when you turn it to the right, the way, it definitely actually has some extra pull to it, which is quite impressive. I didn't expect it to actually make that much of a difference. So when you twist it and adjust it, it actually locks into place. There are 3 different settings. There's all the way out, in the middle, and all the way down. And you can do that for both of the actual controllers. So you can really definitely make this controller exactly what you want it to be. And with the app to adjust all the buttons and reassign them on the actual Xbox itself, basically you can do anything that you want with this controller, and I really do appreciate that. So let me know down below what you think about this controller. Are you going to pick one up? It's certainly got a price tag to it, but if you want a good long-lasting controller, I definitely recommend it. Let me know, do you have the original one? How do you feel about it? Do you want to pick up this guy? What's your preferred controller? What's your favorite controller? I like this one, or the Pro controller, or the GameCube controller. Those are my favorites. Yeah, see you guys later. Bye-bye.